This is lesson 535. This is a spelling dictation lesson, and in this lesson we are going to spell words that end in a vowel followed by a consonant, and then we're going to add a suffix or an ending to that root word. The rule is that when you have a one-syllable word which ends with a single vowel followed by a single consonant, double the final consonant before adding a suffix that begins with a vowel. And the examples given are hit, hitter, drop, dropping, skip, skipper. In all three of these examples, the root word contains a vowel followed by a single consonant at the end of the root word. When you're going to add an ending that begins with a vowel, you have to double the final consonant before you add the ending. When the suffix begins with a consonant, you add the suffix without making any changes to the root word, as in sad, sadly, sin, sinful, bad, badly. So again, if you have a vowel plus a consonant at the end of the root word, and you have an ending that begins with a vowel, you have to double the ending consonant in the root word before adding the suffix. Now, if you have a multiple syllable word, and that multiple syllable word ends with a single vowel followed by a single consonant, you double the final consonant only if the last syllable is stressed, such as in the word begin, beginning, or emit, emitting, or admit, admitting. If the last syllable is not stressed, you do not double the final consonant, as in cancel, canceling, happen, happening. Now, this whole idea of stress is somewhat subtle. There are no rules in English to indicate which syllable will receive the stress or the emphasis when you pronounce a word. But whenever you have a multiple syllable word, one syllable is going to get more stress than the other syllable. That's the stressed syllable. So again, in relationship to this rule, if you have a multiple syllable word and it ends with a single vowel followed by a single consonant, you double the final consonant only if the last syllable is stressed. And if it's not receiving the emphasis and the first syllable in the word has the emphasis, then you would not double the consonant. This rule is a little subtle and it takes practice, so we'll discuss this aspect of applying the rule as we encounter words in this lesson. So I have 6 rows of words, and we're going to begin with row 1. The root word is map, and we are going to spell mapping. Mapping. He is mapping out the area. Map-ping. 2 syllables, first syllable map, 3 sounds. A, p. Ping, 3 sounds. P, I, Map, ping. Now, in this word, the root word was a vowel followed by a consonant. And we're going to add the ending ing, so it begins with a vowel. So therefore, we have to double the final consonant before adding the ending that begins with the vowel. And now mark this word, map, ping. The next word, drip, and the word we're going to spell is dripping, another ing ending. This is going to be a 2-syllable word. The first syllable is drip, and it has 4 sounds. D, r, I, p. Ping, 3 sounds. P, I, drip, ping. So again, we had a root word, drip, with a short vowel, followed by the consonant at the end of the word, and we need to add an ending that begins with an I, which is a vowel. So the rule says you must double the final consonant before you add the ending. Mark this word, drip, ping. The next word, stab. And again, we're going to add ing to this word, and the word will be stabbing. 2 syllables, first syllable, 4 sounds. S, t, a, b. Bing, 3 sounds. B, I, ng. Stab, bing. So we have a vowel followed by a consonant at the end of the root word. We're adding an ending that has a vowel at the beginning of it, so we must double the final consonant, letter B. Mark this word. Stab, bing. The next word, the root word will be credit, and the word to spell is creditor. Creditor. The creditor wanted to know when he would be paid. Creditor. Now, this is a 3-syllable word. The first syllable is cre, 3 sounds. K, r, e. Di, 2 sounds. D, I. Tor, 2 sounds. T, or. Cre, di, tor. Now, the root word is credit. We have a vowel at the end of that word followed by a consonant, and we're adding an ending that begins with a vowel. But we don't double the T here. And why is that? Because the accent mark, the emphasis in this word goes to the first syllable. The word is credit, and if you listen, you can hear the emphasis is on the first syllable, credit. So the rule is if the emphasis or the stress goes to the first syllable in a word, you do not double the consonant at the end of the word, and that's what happens in the spelling of this word. Mark this word. Creditor. Row 2. The root word is flip, and I want you to spell the word flipper. Flipper. He is a hamburger flipper in a fast food joint. Flipper. 2 syllables, first syllable flip, 4 sounds. F, o, I, p. Per, 2 sounds. P, flip, per. Notice we double the P because we're adding a suffix that begins with a vowel, and the root word ends with a vowel and a single consonant. Mark this word, flipper. The next word is tap, and the word we spell is tapping. He is tapping on the wall. Tapping. 2 syllables, first syllable tap, 3 sounds. T, a, p. Ping, 3 sounds. P, I, ng. Tap, ping. Here we double the consonant P because we have a vowel and a single consonant at the end of the root word, and we're adding an ending that begins with a vowel. Mark the word. Tap, ping. Fit, and the word to spell is fittest. Fittest. Who is the fittest in this room? Fittest. Now for spelling, pronounce the word fit, test. 2 syllables, first syllable fit, 3 sounds. F, I, t. Test, 4 sounds. T, e, s, t. Fit, test. Again, we double the T because the root word ends in a vowel plus a single consonant, and the ending begins with a vowel. Mark the word. Fit, test. Bet, and the word to spell is bettor. Bettor. He is a bettor in the gambling casino. Bet-tor. This is a 2-syllable word. The first syllable has 3 sounds. B, e, t. Tor, 2 sounds. T, or. Bet-tor. Here the root word ends in a vowel plus a single consonant. We double the T to add the OR ending. Mark the word. Bet-tor. Row 3. Admit is the root word, and the word to spell is admitting. Admitting. She is admitting she made a mistake. Admitting. 3 syllables. First syllable, 2 sounds. A, d. Mit. 3 sounds. I, t. Ting. 3 sounds. T, I, ng. Admitting. Refitting. Now here, the root word ends in a vowel followed by a single consonant. It's a multiple syllable word. So in order to determine whether or not to double the T, we have to find out where the stress is, or the accent mark, in the root word. And the word is pronounced admit. So you can hear the emphasis goes to the second syllable. So when the emphasis goes to the second syllable, now we have to double the consonant at the end to add an ending that begins with a vowel, as we do in this word. Mark the word. Admitting. The next word, the root is run, and the word to spell is running. Running. He is running for exercise. First syllable has three sounds. R, n. Ning, three sounds. N, I, n. Running. So we have a root word that ends in a vowel plus a consonant, so we double the N to add the ing. Mark the word. Running. Bad is the root word, and the word to spell is baddest. Baddest. He is the baddest of them all. Baddest. Two-syllable word. First syllable bad, three sounds. B, a, d. Dest, four sounds. D, e, s, t. Bad dest. Again, the root word ends in a vowel followed by a single consonant. We're going to add an ending that begins with a vowel, so we double the D. Mark the word. Bad dest. The root word is wet. The word to spell is wetter. It is wetter today than yesterday. Wetter. First syllable, three sounds. W, e, t. Ter, two sounds. T, Wetter. The root word ends in a vowel followed by a single consonant. We double the T to add ER. Mark the word. Wetter. Row 4. The root word is dim. The word to spell is dimmer. Dimmer. Put the dimmer switch on. Dimmer. Two syllables. First syllable dim. Three sounds. D, I, m. Mer, two sounds. Dim, mer. And again, the root word is a vowel followed by a consonant. We double the M to add the ER ending. Mark the word. Dim, mer. Hid, and the word to spell is hidden. Hidden. There is a hidden meaning to all of this. Hid-den. Two syllables. First syllable hid, three sounds. H, I, d. Den, three sounds. D, e, n. Hid, den. Our root word is a vowel followed by a single consonant. We double the D to add en. Mark the word. Hid-den. The root word is man, and the word to spell is manly. Manly. The actor has a very manly presence. Manly. Two syllables. First syllable man, three sounds. A, n. Lee, two sounds. L, e. Manly. Now here we have a root word that ends in a vowel followed by a consonant, but we do not double the N. Why? Because the ending begins with a consonant, not a vowel. So when that happens, you don't need to change the consonant ending of the root word. You just leave it alone and add the ending. So again, if the suffix you're adding to the root word begins with a consonant, you don't have to make any change to the root word. Mark this word. Manly. Label is our root word, and the word to spell is labeling. Labeling. He is out in the stock room labeling the products. Labeling. This is a 3-syllable word. First syllable has 2 sounds. Ol, a. Be, 2 sounds. B, e. Ling, 3 sounds. Ol, I, ng. Labeling. Now, the root word is label. It's a single vowel at the end of the word, followed by a consonant, but we're not doubling the L here. The reason is the emphasis or the accent mark in label is the first syllable, not the second syllable. So when the multiple syllable word does not have the emphasis in the last syllable, you do not double the consonant there to add an ending. Mark this word. Labeling. Row 5, the root word is refit, and the word to spell is refitting. Refitting. The Army unit is in the rear area refitting. Refitting. 3 syllables. First syllable re, 2 sounds. R, e. Fit, 3 sounds. F, I, t. Ting, 3 sounds. T, I, ng. Refitting. Now here we do double the T because we have a 2-syllable root word that ends in a vowel followed by a consonant, and the accent mark or the emphasis is on the second syllable. We say refit, so we punch that second syllable in emphasis, and that's why we double the T here. Mark this word. Refitting. The root word is stop, and the word to spell is stopping. He is stopping at the crosswalk. Stopping. 2 syllables. First syllable stop, 4 sounds. S, t, a, p. Ping, 3 sounds. P, I, ng. Stop, ping. We double the P here because our root word ends in a single vowel followed by a consonant, adding a vowel ending ing. Mark the word. Stopping. Cram is the root word, and cramming is the word we're spelling. She is cramming for the exam tomorrow. Cramming. This is a 2-syllable word. The first syllable cram, 4 sounds. K, r, a, m. Ming, 3 sounds. I, ng. Cramming. Here we double the M because we have a root word that ends in a vowel followed by a single consonant, and we're adding an ending that begins with the vowel I. Mark this word. Cramming. Win is the root word. Winner is the word to spell. She is a true winner. Winner is a 2-syllable word. The first syllable win, 3 sounds. W, I, n. Ner, 2 sounds. N, Winner. Again, we have a root word that ends in a vowel followed by a consonant, and we're adding an ending that begins with a vowel er. Mark the word. Winner. Our final row 6. Emit is the root word, and emitting is the word to spell. The electrical cord is emitting a great deal of heat. Emitting. 3 syllables. First syllable E, 1 sound. Mit, 3 sounds. I, t. Ting, 3 sounds. T, I, ng. Emitting. Now we double the T here because our root word is emit, and in that word, it's a 2-syllable word, but the second syllable does get the emphasis, and that second syllable ends in a vowel followed by a single consonant. So we double the T. Mark this word. Emitting. Sin is the root word, and the word to spell is sinful. Sinful. "That is sinful behavior," said the minister. Sinful. Two-syllable word, first syllable sin, three sounds. S, I, N. Full, three sounds. F, ul. Sinful. Now here we do not double the N because the ending begins with a consonant, not a vowel. And when you have an ending that begins with a consonant, you don't change the spelling of the root word. Mark this word, sinful. U is representing its extra sound, so you put 8 under the U to indicate vowel group 8, which says that A, O, and U all have an extra sound. The next root word is splendid, and the word to spell is splendidly. Splendidly. She did splendidly at the trials. Splendidly. 3 syllables. First syllable splen, 5 sounds. S, p, ul, e, n. Did, 3 sounds. D, I, d. Lee, 2 sounds. Ul, e. Splendidly. Now the root word is splendid, and we don't double the D before we add ly because L is a consonant, and we don't double the consonant of the root word when we're adding an ending that begins with a consonant. Mark this word, splendidly. And our final word, the root word is travel, and the word to spell is traveling. Traveling. I love traveling. Traveling. 3 syllables. First syllable tra, 3 sounds. T, r, a. Ve, 2 sounds. V, e. Ling, 3 sounds. Ul, I, ng. Traveling. Now, we have a multiple syllable word, a 2-syllable word that ends in a single consonant followed by the L, but we do not double the L in this word. And the reason is the emphasis in travel goes to the first syllable, not the second syllable. So the rule is if the accent goes to the first syllable, you do not double the final consonant before you add an ending that begins with a vowel. Now, remember I said earlier there are no rules in English to indicate which syllable will get the emphasis. You simply have to listen, pay attention, and learn as you go. And I wish I could give you a rule that you could memorize and apply, but unfortunately, that is not the case in this instance. This completes the dictation of words from lesson 535.